Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about a very important skin disorder, that is psoriasis. What is psoriasis? Psoriasis is a chronic inflammatory condition which is autoimmune in origin and not contagious in nature, and is characterized by formation of erythematous skin, reddish papule, plaque formation, and the superadded with silvery scale formation over the plaques. So these are the basically typical feature of typical appearance of psoriatic lesion. What are some other features to be noted about the psoriasis? Well, the most important features is the its location itself. It is primarily located over the knee, elbow, intergluteal cleft, some private areas such as gland penis. Then it is also found over the scalp. Then it can also found in the some in lower back areas, and also over the extremities. Another important sign that is found in the psoriasis is the Koebner phenomenon or the isomorphic phenomenon. That is, it is typically found that a psoriatic lesion are tend to occur more over those areas which are early have some other kind of wounds or scars over them from any other kind of injury. This is very common in the psoriatic lesion, especially the plaque psoriasis. Thirdly, is the auspice sign. What is this auspice sign? Well, auspice sign is a sign in which we find that if we scrape off the plaque for pulling out of the scale, that is, if we scrape off the scale from the plaques in the plaque psoriasis and some plaque psoriasis, what we find is that there are thin there's numerous thin open blood vessels. This is known as auspice sign, which is again very typical features of psoriatic lesion. And lastly, obviously, psoriatic lesion is pruritic. The lesion that is not pruritic is seldom be a psoriatic lesion. Psoriatic lesion is more or less always pruritic, that is itching. So these are some common features that we find in the psoriasis. Now the etiology. Well, as far as etiology is concerned, the psoriatic lesion has still not been found any etiology or definitely. That is, its etiology is largely unknown till date. Now the flares up factor, that is the factor, though we may not know the etiology, but we definitely know some factors that flares up the psoriatic skin lesion. They are the trauma, as we have mentioned, the isomorphic phenomenon. So here you should mention that the trauma is one important cause of flaring up of the psoriasis. Second, we find is the infection, especially the streptococcal pharyngitis infection, which we specifically found to be related with the gutted variety of psoriasis. We are going to discuss about the different type of psoriasis just shortly, but one thing here you should know that streptococcus pharyngitis is very much found in relation with the gutted psoriasis. So we assess that infection has some parts to play in the role of psoriasis. Thirdly, we find is the drugs. The drugs such as lithium, beta blocker are found to be exceptionally potent in flaring up the psoriatic lesion. Lastly, the anxiety is found to play some role in the psoriatic lesion. So these are the four factors that are found to increase the psoriasis in the patient who already have the disease. Now we are going to discuss about the type of psoriasis. Well, as far as the classification goes, there are 5 types of psoriasis known to man, and they are the number 1, the plaque psoriasis. This is by far the most common type of psoriasis. and it is characterized by formation of plaque over the skin lesion. Especially these plaques are found over the area which has already been got injured or scarred due to some other region. And the plaque psoriasis is typically found over the elbow, knee and lower back areas of the body. Secondly is the gutted psoriasis. Well, gutted psoriasis is characterized by small papules distributed over a large area, and these are basically some individual red spots but is not associated with scales formation as in the plaque psoriasis. And another important thing that is found is that they are basically found in over the trunk and limb area of the body. And also, as I mentioned earlier, that is gutted psoriasis has been typically correlated with the Streptococcus pharyngitis variety of infection. As many times we have find that the patient with gutted psoriasis gives a history of sore throat, typically with Streptococcus pharyngitis infection. Thirdly is the pustular psoriasis. As the name suggests, it is characterized by pustule. Well, in this case we get a white pustule, and unfortunately many a time this white pustule is misdiagnosed as the originated from some infection, and hence patient end up by taking antibiotics which are unnecessary in this regard. So these are the pustular variety of the psoriasis. Fourthly, we will discuss the inverse psoriasis. The inverse psoriasis are basically found over the skin fold area of the body, such as under the arm, over the axillary fold, or over the private area, that is between the genitalia and the skin, over the intergluteal region, intergluteal cleft, and some other folding area where actually the light do not reach. It is a folding area, and this is characterized by a reddish area over whole of the folding area, and is not associated with any scales. So this is the inverse psoriasis. And lastly, the erythrodermic psoriasis, and this is by far the most dangerous and most painful variety of psoriasis, where the whole of the area, that is, if the psoriasis is taking place over the back of the back, then it is found that whole, that is from the shoulder to the gluteal region, the whole area is covered with fiery, if I'm telling fiery, I mean it, the fiery reddish color scale found all over this region, and it is intensely pruritic and intensely pain, and patients are most distressful with this variety of psoriasis. And also in addition to that, what we find is that the scaling that take place, that is a scale comes up like snakes. Scale comes up like snakes in the erythrodermic patient, with a significantly large size, that is a large size scale usually comes out or sloughs out from the erythrodermic scale. So it is quite painful and ugly looking psoriasis. So these are the 5 types of psoriasis. Now the mechanism of psoriasis. Since we do not know the etiology, but most widely regarded mechanism that is known to cause psoriasis is that the autoimmune disease is responsible for psoriasis. The trigger is not known, but what happened is that this unregulated autoimmune response causes the dendritic cell to activate, which is present in the lymph node. This dendritic cell in turn activate the T cell, and this activated T cell migrate to the skin and vomits up all inflammatory factors on the skin surface, and which causes the widening of the blood vessels. Hence we get the reddish appearance in almost all type of psoriasis. Then there is a keratinocyte proliferation, as a result of which we get several types of plaque formation, skin thickening, etc. in the psoriasis. And lastly, they tend to stimulate the nerve ending, as a result of which the usually psoriatic lesions are very painful and pruritic. So these are the mechanism regarding the psoriasis. Now I'm going to tell about the investigation. And regarding the investigation, first thing we do is the skin biopsy. Skin biopsy is done to differentiate if this is a psoriasis or eczema of the skin. Secondly, we do is the throat swab. As we have mentioned earlier, that Streptococcus pharyngitis have some role to play, or suspected to have some playing role in the psoriasis. So we do the throat swab for the Streptococcus pharyngitis. Thirdly, we do is the skin scraping. Skin scraping and nail clipping is done to determine the cause of psoriasis and also type of psoriasis. An X-ray of the joint is done, because it is often found that the psoriasis is often, as in 15 to 30% of the cases, 15 to 30% of the cases, we find that psoriasis is related with the psoriatic arthritis, which is often misdiagnosed as other form of arthritis, but it is actually an extension of the psoriasis, and this psoriatic arthritis is much difficult to treat. And lastly is the rheumatic factor. Since it is often get confused with the rheumatic arthritis, so we do try to find the rheumatic factor if present in the psoriatic patient. So this rheumatic factor. So basically these 5 type of investigation are done primarily for the psoriasis. Now the treatment. As far as the treatment goes, one thing we should mention here is that psoriasis is require a lifelong treatment, and at present no drug are present that can claim that they cure the psoriasis totally. Psoriasis till now remain untreatable disease, but what we try to get in the psoriatic patient is to control the sign and symptoms and help the patient to have a normal life as far as possible. So what are the protocol of treatment? The protocol of treatment is same, that is topical, light, and combination of topical and lights. In the topical variety, we basically use the coal tar, vitamin D, and anthraquinone ointment. In regard to light therapy, we use ultraviolet light, UVA, UVB type, and combination are also being used, that is ultraviolet A with the topical, that is we know as PUVA, and ultraviolet B with the coal tar, and ultraviolet B with anthraquinone. These are some combinations that are being used as a combination therapy. Recently methotrexate has also been proposed to be used and founding good ground in the treatment of psoriasis. And lastly, in 2009 a new drug has been introduced into the psoriatic treatment and has immense potential, that is the tissue necrosis factor alpha blocker, TNF alpha blocker. This such as golimumab. This has been found to be very useful and by far the best in terms of psoriatic lesion treatment. And also the interleukin 12 and 23 has been found to be very useful. These are the new drug that have been introduced and is yet under investigation. So one thing before ending, we should know, we should tell that in treatment of psoriasis, what our general perspective is that if the psoriatic lesion is a milder variety, that is less than 5% of the body surface is involved in psoriasis, we typically go for the topical modalities of treatment. But if the psoriatic lesion has engulfed more than 5% of our body surface, then we go for the combination of therapy along with the light therapy and also the methotrexate. These are at present the basic approach towards the psoriatic patient. With this, we concluded our discussion on the psoriasis. Hopefully you have been enjoying this. Bye.